Hi Scorpio, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Scorpios, it's a spectacular year for you, 2017, even though we are starting off on a quiet note with Mercury, which is retrograde. We have the month of eclipses, that is February and August, followed by Venus, that is going retrograde. Mid-year, we have the beautiful, expansive, the giver planet, that is Jupiter, which is going to be changing signs. Last but not the least, we are closing the year with the mighty teacher planet, the taskmaster Saturn, that is going to be moving for about 3 years. Let me break down the year for you. We're beginning the year with Mercury, which is retrograde. It went retrograde on 20th of December, and it carries on being so till about 9th of January. And it's a time really to reflect. It's a time to review. It's a time to be taking stock of things. Maybe also on the way the last year has been. Some lessons, some learnings, hopefully gentle ones for you. The first eclipse that we have is on the February 6th, and that's happening in a part of your chart which is about your career, it's about your reputation, it's about your public persona. And lunar eclipse over here normally speaks about a sense of realization, and you could be giving a lot of attention more to your part of career which requires maybe more involvement, it requires more attention, and you're going to be quite driven as to make things happen for you as far as work is concerned. There seems to be a sense of renewed energy around this. But also because it's a lunar eclipse, it's a full moon, you could be feeling quite emotional and not necessarily feeling sad about it, but there's just this sense of inner realization that you need to be putting a foundation as far as your work is concerned, or you need to be looking at your work not just seriously but maybe in a different way. Maybe you need to be doing more work over there. This is also a time where some of you will either finish a project where you've been working on for the longest of time, and you'll begin another project. So there's a sense of accomplishment as well. On the 26th of February, we have a solar eclipse, and this is happening in your house of love, romance, children, and creativity. And it's a lovely time, Scorpios. This is a time where there are new opportunities. Some of you will find love. Some of you will connect with somebody on a really soul level, and you're really determined to go out and have fun, let your hair down, and also experience life to the fullest. Let your inner child come out, Scorpios. Try, despite however life may have treated you or circumstances may be, this is a time really to open up your heart to love. Children could be a source of great enjoyment, and they could almost work as therapy. A creative project as well could begin during this time. In fact, it's a lovely time to be starting something new. We have Venus that is going retrograde from March 6th, and it's there till about 15th of April. And initially it is retrograde in your house of work and your day-to-day activities and health. And then Venus is retrograding in your house of love, romance, and creativity. In fact, this entire year, a lot of focus is there on love, romance, and creativity, and even work. So with Venus retrograde, first, not the best of times to be jumping jobs, not the best of time to be starting a new relationship or beginning dating around this time. It's just that things are quite unclear during a Venus retrograde, and people may not be really what they are proclaiming to be, or what you may just feel superficial outside what they are projecting themselves to be. Also, you seem to be having an appetite for risk, for adventure during this time. So some of you could just take a leap of faith and either commit, and this is specifically for those of you who are already in a relationship, where you've been thinking of whether you should commit or you should take it ahead. So this is a time where you would be doing so. But for newer relationships, for newer dating, and even to be doing a complete new makeover for yourself. Try not to do that. Don't get a drastic new haircut during this time. From April 9th to May 3rd, we have Mercury that is retrograde in your house of partnership, both business as well as work. It's a time to retweak partnerships, maybe things which have not been working too well as far as partnerships are concerned. Maybe you need to be doing a pro and a con analysis. You need to be looking at things that have worked and things that have not worked, and things wherein that you can make changes. Also, as far as relationships are concerned, it's a time of transformation as well. How it is that you deal with people. Maybe there is a sense of having too much to carry on as a burden, or maybe you are leaning too much on your partner and expecting your partner to do a lot of emotional work on your behalf. So check the scales around this time, Scorpios. On 7th of August, we have a lunar eclipse that is there, and it's there in your house of home. So the home and the family could be your source of endings during this time. It's maybe a project, maybe you've been renovating your home and that gets completed. Maybe some of you just finished buying a house or paying off the debt. But a lot of security, a lot of anchoring is going to be felt by family, by extended families. You could have maybe people or family visiting you. You could be visiting your siblings at their places, and you could be visiting your childhood memories. So there's a nice nostalgic walk down the memory lane. From August 12th to September 5th, we have Mercury that is going retrograde yet again in your house of career, and this is also the house of accolades and credits. And Mercury over here is going to be asking you to slow down. It's making you relook at your work. It's asking you to look at your plans, your goals that you have set in place for yourself. And this is also a time maybe that you may have a certain opinion about your status in life as to how it is that people perceive you. And Mercury over here is going to be asking you to take a relook. Is it really what you think that you are projecting is how it is that it is being perceived during this time? On August the 21st, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house again of your career, reputation and status. And this also has to do with authority figures. So career advancement during this time, accolades, credits that could come your way. And it's a time wherein that you can try and sort of keep things straight and narrow. Don't get too caught up with the office politics or organizational politics. Just stick to your work, Scorpios, during this time, and be clear about what is it that you can deliver. So try not to sort of work on assumptions as far as your work is concerned. There is another opportunity to be dealing with your authority figures. Maybe there is some kind of a support that you could receive, and this can also mean, besides people with whom you report into at work, even people whom you consider as your mentors, or even your parents, your father specifically. There could be some valuable advice that you could come your way. On 11th of October, we have the gorgeous, the giver planet Jupiter that is going to be moving signs, and it's a fantastic time because Jupiter is moving into your own sign, Scorpio. It's been there for you in the house of spirituality, service, compassion, and now it is moving into your own sign the entire year till about 2018 October. You're going to be having Jupiter with you. So it's going to be all about you, yourself, what it is that you think about yourself, how it is that you want to project yourself, your work, your life, your goals, your love life. Everything is going to get expanded, and there are going to be some wonderful opportunities that are going to be coming your way. So fantastic time to be looking for new work, fantastic time to be falling in love and to be committing. On 3rd of December till about 22nd, we have Mercury that is going retrograde in your house of money and self-worth. And during this time, it's a good time to be allocating budgets. It's a good time to be looking at your own value system. Try not to move out of or operate out of a deep-seated conditioning which could almost be self-defeatist. So if you have been told throughout that you can't do this, you can't achieve, or you're not good enough, this is the time to be sort of moving that on a side and working through that. We have finally the mighty Saturn, the taskmaster, the parent, the teacher planet, that is going to be moving for about 3 years, and this is happening towards end of the year. And Saturn is going to be moving for about 3 years now, and it's moving into your house of communication, travel, learning, and siblings. And Saturn, first of all, it's a good thing, despite all the stories, horror stories that we have heard about Saturn coming and making us suffer and things not moving. The thing with Saturn is that it wants you to work. It wants you to really work through this bit of it. So how it is that you communicate, how it is that you deal with people, it's going to be very important, not what is it that you're saying, Scorpios, but how it is that you're saying, how it is that you deal with people. Maybe a lot of your success lies just over there as to creating more little brand ambassadors for yourself who speak well about you. About siblings as well, maybe there could be some concern, maybe you're looking at them more as a support system, or maybe they need your support. So there could be a lot of involvement with your siblings as well. This is also a time where you're not going to be, during the Saturn transit, you're not going to be interested in very idle or superficial conversations. You're going to be looking at deeper, meaningful conversations wherein people can really add value to your life. It's been a lovely experience speaking with you, Scorpios. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.